we've seen is draws. Iran and Belgium now with 2 points apiece. Iran ahead on goals scored. So a huge opportunity for New Zealand or Egypt later tonight on FS1. As we welcome you back inside our studio, Rebecca Lowe, Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Alexi Lalas. This tournament is a tournament for goalkeepers, especially goalkeepers that not too many people will have heard of, because, my goodness, another fantastic performance, this coming from Alireza Beiranvand during that game. A red card, Zlatan, for Belgium, of course, which made things harder, but 2 draws, 1 goal scored for them. You surprised?
You mean tournament of the goalkeepers to get followers or to get their saves?
I think both.
Okay. Like I said, first half, almost falling asleep. Second half, I fell asleep. So this game, not a lot to talk about. Another draw. So let's see what happens in the upcoming game. But yeah, I'll let my colleagues.
We're glad you stayed awake. We really are. Thierry, you know these players well. Your thoughts?
Well, I feel a bit sorry for Ngoy because, you know, he makes some mistakes, and at a particular moment he wants to rectify it straight away. The best thing to do is actually trust your goalkeeper and try to run with the striker. You would have had time, I think, to catch him, but at the moment it's very difficult to see that. And it became a bit difficult after that for them, although on the left it was starting to happen. We saw it with the pass of Leandro Trossard for Kevin De Bruyne, where the goalkeeper made a magnificent save. And then after for Iran, the dilemma is, you know, 0-0 is a good result, but you also see that you can win it, and that wasn't part of the plan. You need to put body forward, but you're scared of the counter. It became a bit of a dilemma for them, but at the end of the day, for them, it is a good result.
Yeah, sure is for Iran. Lex?
Yeah, we talked about this group and the evenness of this group and the competition within it. And yes, there was a red card here, but I mean, far be it from me to defend goalkeeping, but if you're going to have a 0-0 game, have something be special. And continually in these 0-0 games, we have seen goalkeepers step up. And to your point, maybe you haven't heard of them, but they have a day. I mean, Beiranvand was wonderful today, including that one save down low with his hand, which was
save of the tournament, maybe.
Just amazing what he was able to do, and to preserve that point and to keep them in this. And yes, to your point, there might have been a point there where they could have gotten necessarily greedy, but this is still a wonderful result, especially given the way that the game was going.
Talking of greedy, Zlatan, you have so many followers, you have to share them around a little bit, okay? So let the goalkeepers have a few followers.
I don't have followers, I have believers.
Subtle difference.
Oh, who's laughing at the back?
Special button.
Some laughter in this for that eventful opening set of matches. New Zealand and Egypt will meet later today in Vancouver. That one's live here on FS1. But our focus right now in LA. Belgium supporters figure to be outnumbered against Iran today. Anticipation building amongst those supporters for this critical Group G encounter. So the team news is in the Fox starting lineups, sponsored by American Express. Thibaut Courtois taking part in his 17th World Cup match, which equals Enzo Schifo for the Belgian record. Yuri Tillemans and Kevin De Bruyne will pull the strings in the centre of the park. Leandro Trossard looking to provide service to Romelu Lukaku, who starts up front. Iran involved in their 4th straight World Cup. They sailed through Asian qualifying, going unbeaten in their first 14 games, but can they produce their best form against Belgium today? Alireza Beiranvand gets the nod in goal. The back line will include Ramin Rezayan, who scored against New Zealand last time out. Midfielder Mohamed Mohebi also on target in the opener. Mehdi Taremi leads the attack. And for more, let's check in with our match commentators, Derek Ray and Rob Green, who bring us the Fox Country Profile, sponsored by Google.
Rebecca, we were with Belgium in Seattle on Monday. The truth of the matter is they didn't play particularly well until Romelu Lukaku came on, forced the own goal. Only 64 minutes of club football so far this season, but had to be in the starting 11 today.
Yeah, you feel that the impetus that he gave, the direction and purpose that he gave to the play was key for Belgium. Don't know how long they're going to get out of him today, but you're thinking it's more than they would in the first game. Get him out there, get him playing, ask some questions.
Now, Iran against New Zealand had a bit of trouble dealing with one of your old teammates, in actual fact, Chris Wood. How about the plan for this game against Lukaku and company?
Yeah, really struggled with his presence, and it's similar to Lukaku, big man up front. They picked 6 defenders really today, but impetus, direction, aggression against Lukaku is key.
Second match in a group has often been kind to Iran. Rebecca?
Guys, thank you very much indeed. Thierry, you were assistant head coach, assistant manager the last 2 World Cups for Belgium and the Euro in 2020 that got pushed to 2021. So how has that Belgium team transformed. What is it like now in comparison to under you?
If you take Eden Hazard away, because that's a lot of goal, there's a lot of assists, there's a lot of creativity that you don't have anymore. When you see the starting 11 here, you have goals, experience, and quality. But it doesn't always work that way. And for us, when we were there, obviously, as you know, we finished third in 2018, beating England twice on the way, just to remind you that. And then in Qatar, it was different. Although if you watch the game against Croatia, Lukaku missed 3 sitters that could have put us through, but sometimes it doesn't happen always like you want it to happen. But look, there are some answers to questions. Sorry to answer. It is a weird one because now you have Romelu coming back. Is he fit to play? Is he going to be the guy? You need that 9. You need those goals. It's a tough one against a team that's going to be difficult to beat, Iran. But I do believe that today they can find themselves in a situation where they can see it out. I know nobody can go through, but you better win today because it might be a tricky one after.
Yeah, no Jeremy Doku Zlatan for Belgium, which is a big loss. But I want to ask you about up front, the big man, Romelu Lukaku. How far away from his best is he? Has he dropped a long way for you?
He had a difficult season. He didn't play so much. And let's see how many minutes we can get out of him today. He brings that power in front. He creates spaces for the other ones also to fill up. And remember, he's a striker that scores a lot of goals, and he always did. Last game, he came in after 30 seconds. He was already behind the goal. So let's see how fit he is, because I think that's the most important. If he's fit, this Belgium is a much better team with him.
It's such a shame that Doku's not there to help give him the service.
And we
right?
miss Doku also, where he can create the one-by-one situation, dribble and serve Lukaku. But like Thierry said, you have the assist man behind him, De Bruyne. If he can put his level up like he always did, he will serve Lukaku, and Lukaku will be there and tap it in.
Yeah, there's still big names in this Belgium team from down the years and now.
There are big names, but they're kind of relying on history. Look, Doku's the best player. For me, he's the best player. So this is a big miss. They haven't always used him necessarily correctly, but not having him is a big deal, especially when you're trying to bridge this gap between the old and the new. And I think that's the reality of it. This is a team in transition, which I don't think makes them an elite team. I actually think it makes this group the most competitive, and so I don't think it's any surprise that we see all the teams equal on points here. And so I think for Iran today, this is a great opportunity. And Lukaku, you're just kind of putting him out there hoping that he can reignite. When he came on the field the other day, it was great in that he ran and crashed the box, which he certainly does. But if that doesn't happen early on, and if he gets tired, I guess you just run the big man out there and see what happens. But this is an opportunity for Iran, again, against a Belgian team that is good, but not great.
Yeah, when you look at the team sheet, if you're an Iran player and you see and you've heard that Doku was sick, and then you see some of the names which had been brilliant down the years, are you thinking, I think we can get something today?
Yes, and also, let's not talk about Iran like they're not a good team. That's a team that usually dominates their qualifiers. So they used to be...
And they did again, yeah.
They used to be the team. I know it won't be the same thing because you're first in Belgium, but don't be scared of anything and anyone.
Especially as this group is so tight, Lex.
Which group?
This group that we're talking about now, it's so tight. Everyone on the 1 point, right? So don't be scared of anyone.
The whole group, the actual group. I thought you meant the group of the team. Yeah, exactly. So there's everything to play for. And look, keep in mind that what happens on the field is one thing. What happens off the field is part of the narrative when we talk about Iran and everything that they have gone through to get here. Again, this is going to be a home game for Iran here in Los Angeles. Can they harness that energy? Can they use that to get past, obviously a good quality team? Are they creating opportunities?